telling me 2 stars, I'll give it if I think it's ready now, tomorrow. 1 star the next few days, no stars in the next few weeks. It just saves my time, and I'm looking at my notepad, and I don't need to plow through 100 trades every time. So the great thing about swing trading is you don't need to spend too much time on it. Once every 4 or 5 weeks, if my watch list is normally still looking okay from the number of trades in it, but not much is happening, that means it's tired. And I go and do another scan. So you only need to do a scan probably if you're doing the S&P 500, NASDAQ, maybe the UK, once every 4 or 5 weeks. And then the rest of the time you can just spend literally half an hour a week just checking them. Do I need to, any trades? Do I need to move my stops? So on and so forth. I don't know what's going on here. Look, some crazy resistance level, but it's just too erratic. There's nothing, you know, you could argue there's a channel there, but you can't trade it. You're just opening yourself up to unnecessary risk. So I'm not sure what's going on here. And you'll notice once we go to the US shares, how much more erratic the UK ones are. Okay, this is interesting. It's broke up above this. Yeah, okay, that's the importance of zooming out. How long ago was that? Mid 2018. Okay. Interesting. There's a couple of levels here. This one certainly, the other one is quite far back. The further back it goes, the less I'm worried about it. We've definitely got this going up like this. Those levels are making me hesitate, so we're going to come away from that. Nice longer term trend here. You can draw in a shorter term trend. Is it here? Could be. Could be. We've got a nice doji at this point. Short term reversal pattern. Nice clean move back. There's a little head and shoulders here. Big peak, 2 smaller ones. But it's done its move. Okay. Evraz. Ticker is EVR. Let's go and have a look at this. Nope, that's not it. That's New York. Evraz PLC, there we go. I'll just click. Oh, there we go. So we've got a nice gap up. That's looking good. We've got a sell signal on the RSI, sorry, a buy signal on the RSI. It's all heading up. Let's just look at the indicators here on this. I'm looking at this. I want to compare how this looks to here, basically. So on this downward move, I can see the MACD is starting to go upwards, which is good. It's showing me strength. Here we've got that same problem again. I've seen this quite a lot, haven't we? Now that would stop me doing the trade. It's too negative. It should all, when it's right, you'll know these will all be going up. Now we do have a gap up today. We have a great big volume spike here a few days before. If it is a volume, this red line is the average volume. If you get a 2.5 times plus spike, that's usually a reversal pattern, probably about 85% of the time. This was on a down day. We had a big spike, which tells us it's likely to go up. So it is starting to go up. So what we're going to do I'm just going to do a bit more analysis on this. I'm going to draw this in from here to here. This will be our shorter term trend line. And then we're going to check what I'll do usually on here. I'll go to the last bounce on the trend. And I'll draw some vertical lines in, just so that when I double click on the indicator, I can see what's going on. So you can see this vertical line. So if I draw from here to here, it is making a comeback, but it's still lower. That's not good for me. And here, yeah, the same. So even though this looks great, it looks like it's going to go, it's not a trade. The indicators are negative. And what I find tends to happen in this situation, it goes up, comes back down, does a double bottom like here. And then when it bounces again on the second bottom, the indicators have all sorted themselves out. That's what usually happens. So this isn't ready yet. And that's the power of the indicator. Sometimes it will just carry on going up. That's part of trading. You have to get used to that. But usually it looks like it's probably going to do this. So we will be very patient because the indicators are telling us hold fire. They've submitted plans to build a car park in your back garden on the new house you're going to buy. But they might be cancelling them. So we're going to wait and see. Terrible analogy, but there you go. Ticker is EVR, and we're looking at a long trade. And this isn't going to be ready for at least 1, 2, 3, 4 days' time, even if it does come back. So, but if it does, it could be a nice trade. So, nice one for the list. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Hope it's all making sense. You can see exactly what I'm talking about. Where would we sell this? Well, there's not a really obvious trading channel. I mean, you could argue that that was one, which means you're selling up here somewhere. I'd probably be inclined to watch what happens at this. Is this an all-time high? No, it's not. It actually goes up a bit higher. Okay, cool. It's still quite a big peak. So I'd still be, once you've got to this level, I'd analyze it, see what was what. But yeah, this looks pretty good. It's a nice downward trend. So you've probably got that. So all of a sudden, and you'll find that sometimes it can be at a trend line like this, and it's so negative, and all the indicators are negative and telling you it's a massive sell-off. But because it's at a trend, it can just completely bounce and go the other direction. So you really got to take note of where the trends are. It's a nice cup and handle here. You can see the cup and the handle. And it's just absolutely bolted there. Now it's coming back. You can draw your trend line from the bottom of the cup to the handle. So we could be interested when we come back to this level. Let's put this on our up list, FLTR. It's going to take a few days to come back, maybe 3 days' time. It could be a possible trade. I would normally sort of take note of this, but it's gone and done quite a nice move up. It's only one touch. It's a fairly decent peak, so I would be aware of it, but I would hope that if it comes back to this, it just bounces straight back up again. So put that into your list, FLTR. Just going to check you can all hear me. It's good to see some guys having fun online as well. So my car park analogy, terrible. I just made that up. I don't know where this stuff comes from half the time. Okay, so let's keep on plowing through. A lot of the time when there's a great big peak like this, I normally ignore that. There's obviously a big news day, so my trend I'd probably start from here. Not sure what's going on, a bit messy, a bit all over the place. Lovely trend here. maybe something like this. This could be interesting when it comes back to this level, like so. It bounces off of here. Let's put this in our long FSV. Okay, this is, we've actually got the buy trigger right here now, but it's just a bit. Can you see these crazy bars? I'm not interested. I've got better things to spend my money on than going to a casino. And again, can you see? It's drawing your trends, everything changes. A lot of time people miss this stuff. If you're shorting and there's a great big trend line just below and you've missed it, well, at that trend line, it's probably going to go up and you'll get stopped out. So, okay, I'm sort of looking at this because there's a big peak here and a smaller one here. Is this the shoulder? Is it going to do another shoulder now? It's bouncing off the moving averages quite nicely. It's quite smooth. And then I sort of hesitated at this stuff up here. What's going on here? Got a bit of a resistance level. There's probably a level here as well. Not probably, there is a level here. You can see the touches. This is GlaxoSmithKline, GSK. Could be a quick short trade, as in not a short trade to go down, but a quick trade going up. If this goes up, this could be making a new shoulder today. Yeah, big. I remember Darren talking about head and shoulders on the videos, and honestly, I would turn the computer upside down, the laptop, trying to work out what on earth he was talking about. I could never see it, and it's quite simple. If you see a great big peak, this is a bit of a funny one. Can you see a smaller one either side? Well, this is possibly one because you've sort of got like an ascending triangle. But if it bounces here, this would be higher than this shoulder, which makes it stronger. Your stop could be nice and tight and you could sell it. It might go right up here somewhere, but initially I'll be looking at here and then here. So let's look at this live. GSK. I know some of you are probably one step ahead already and have already got it open. Let's have a look. Look, be careful as well. London, New York Stock Exchange. So make sure we're clicking on the right one. Okay. Interesting. Indicators all going up quite nicely. It looks like we could have the buy trigger. It's not quite there. And you can, I'm saying this needs to close above. So ideally, you want to look later in the day, or if it did it the night before as the market opens. But you can trade at any time in the day. But sometimes you'll get this up move and then it comes back down, so you don't get the buy trigger. So I'm just going to allow for that. Let's go to a 4-hour lead and see what's going on. Okay, yeah, it looks like this could be a trade, maybe later today. If it does bounce, you can draw from your head to your shoulder, which creates your trend line. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool, like this. Let's check the indicators. I don't check the indicators until I've got the bounce, because you don't get a true reflection until you've got that. It's currently at 12.92, the price. I'm going to draw that in on my chart. And let's see what's going on. So it's about here. So it's right at, currently right at the top. Let's see what's going on. So you also, an advanced way of using the indicator, you can join up the bottoms like this. As long as it stays above this level, it can bounce around, it's still a buy. It's currently going sideways here. Let's have a look at the RSI. RSI is good. Stochastics on a sell, and it will be because we haven't got this up move yet. Okay. So it could be one for later. Quick trade, just up to here. How long could that take? Maybe a week or two. Put this in your watch list. GSK for a long. We'll put a couple of stars next to that one, which basically means we might do that later today. I'm just going to go through and look at all of these trades, find out the best ones, and then we're going to cherry pick the best ones. We might as well. We're going through the whole list. So let's have a look. And you can see there's just some crazy stuff going on. Big double bottom here. It's nice. Want to see a retracement first. You could have traded it here as it closed above. This creates the bottom. It can react to the top of here sometimes as well. So if we wait for a retracement now, it could be good. We have a downward trend here. This would be my exit to go up. And then you just got to make sure there's nothing major in the way, like this, which is now above. So actually, this could be quite a good trade. It's not going to be ready for a few days. Let's just go and look at it. Ticker is HLMA. Make sure we're on London. Okay, so it looks like we could be getting a retracement now. Cool. So maybe tomorrow it comes down, then it goes up. So it could be a trade in 2 days' time. You want to see an obvious retracement, a bounce like this. So, but it's looking good. It looks like it could be a nice trade up to this level. So ticker is HLMA. Put 1 star next to that, which means next few days. That's just how I do it. You can do it. You can put a smiley face if you want, or, whatever you want to do. So, okay. Wow, look at this craziness. When I see that, I'll always check it on another platform just to make sure it's not some crazy glitch or a stock split. Let's have a look. Okay, when did that happen? September 20. Okay, now I'm confused. What is going on here? It's definitely the right price. Did it go up to 286 at some point? Yeah, it did. Okay. Okay, let's go and have a look at this on a closer. So it looks like we've got this going on. It's got above here. You can see it's been consolidating for months. It's broken out, come back and started to bounce. Now we've got to be careful. This isn't getting ready to do a head and shoulders. Big peak, smaller one here. If this goes up and comes down, then it creates a reversal pattern. Could be a nice quick trade. We could trade it back up to this level, just below. 33, 42. Oh, this could be a nice trade. Let's have a look at the live chart. This is where we are. If you're trading a trend, what I'd normally ask you to do when you're starting out is to wait for the third touch. Second touch, you can draw the trend in. Third touch confirms it. Now, it doesn't close above. You can see it's sort of messing around a little bit here. I'm going to put this in my watch list. Could be something for later down the line. Ticker is HMSO. Okay, let's speed. I'm only on H. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. A nice trend up. It's broken the trend. So it looks like it might. It's a bit crazy. It's trying to do a head and shoulders, and it's not doing a head and shoulders. Yeah. Find something cleaner than that. So quite a nice trend here, but this channel is quite small, so it's no good. And I remember watching Darren do this on his videos. And when I got to know him, I was like, come on, there's no way you can look at charts that quickly. It's impossible. And he said, oh no, this is what I do. And he basically zooms out and he's just looking, is it trending up or down? You can do that in a millisecond. If it is trending up or down, it looks fairly clean, stop and have a quick look. So big moves down here. It looks like it's trying to reverse. Quite big bullish doji here. This is Just Eat. I know Deliveroo are just about to go on an IPO, I think, and apparently they're still not in profit, as great as they are. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it might be trying to reverse, but we've got this trend going on as well here. So it's not a trade. It's on a downward trend, so we only want to trade it down. But if you get a great reversal pattern, you can trade it in the other direction. It needs to be good. It's a nice trend. Probably 6% move. You could do it in a few days. I'm just trying to work out what's going on here. I like to see a nice clean move back to the trend line. It's jumping around a little bit here. I think we can. I'm going to put it in my watch list, probably for a bit later. Let me just zoom out a bit, see what's happening. Yeah, sort of mixed indicators. And the reason I'm hesitating is it's not ready. So we will steer clear of that. What's this doing here? It looks like a double bottom. Are we getting some form of consolidation? Is the only thing. So I need to see it break out above that. I'll put this in my up list, KAZ. No stars, it's not ready yet, but it could be something. It's a nice trend, nice and clean move. So it could be something for later down the line. Okay, so we're up at this level. Just seeing if it was an all-time high. It wasn't. Okay, so Legal and General insurance company. Okay, we're just under a 10% move there. We haven't got the trigger yet. We're going to see it bounce up like this. Now, let's have a look at it live. LGEN is the ticker. Okay, so we've got the bounce today. This looks good. Indicators all heading up quite nicely. Let's mark where we are. Price is 278.75. Roughly here somewhere. Stop and go here. As this evolves, I'm drawing this in now. You'll find that on the trading channel, you normally get a lot higher than this level. As it evolves, you're up here somewhere. I'll show you what I mean by that. If I go to this day here. So initially, this is what we're looking at now, okay? But you'll see as it evolves, by the time it gets to that level, which is here, or here, you can see it's a lot higher. So currently we're looking at this level now, but as it goes on and does its thing, it will end up higher than that. It could possibly be a trade. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we know this is going up today. I go to the last trend, I would draw to here. So it's slightly going up. Ideally, I want to see it up here more so. But we know that today it will be up. So let's have a look at this. Okay, this is good. And stochastics. Okay, so what we need to do is go and look at the live chart and look at the indicator, see what's going on. So let's draw the trend in. We're going to compare this bounce to this bounce, yeah? An easy way to do it is get a vertical line, go to the bottom of it, and draw it in. Okay, cool. And let's have a look. So there's the vertical line here. You can just about see it. And I can draw from here. We can see it's absolutely flying up. Look at that. That's great. And you notice I'm not drawing to the bottom. I'm drawing to where it is now because it's already done this move. Let's have a look at the RSI. Here's the vertical line. So you can see everything's coming into, we're not getting that neutral or negative thing going on. Oh, we are now, I've drawn it there. There we go. Right. Okay, cool. So this is looking good. Looks like a trade. LGEN. I hope it's all making sense. And the trick is keep it simple. Don't forget, this might come back here and nudge down a bit lower than this. That's fine. Don't panic. But this could be one for later today. So we're going to go back to the 2-star ones and try and trade the best ones. So just looking at this level here. Yeah, no, I think we're okay. Yeah, it got through quite nicely before. And this is what we would do. Look, if we were buying it here, stop. We're selling at the top of this channel or up here. If it bounces on the way, we're going to move the stop up on the way. Yeah, quite like this. It looks nice and clean, nice and smooth. Stick it in the watch list. And we will come back to that. Okay, this is interesting. This is Lloyd's. Ooh. It's obviously a glitch. I'm just going to take that off because it might change the appearance of the chart. If you're on Winway and you've got a glitch, this is how you rectify it. Make a note of the date. So I've got, if I press A, I've got my line here. The date is the 17th of the 8th. This is Lloyd's, LLOY. And what we do is we go to data, we type in LLOY, brings it up, we double click, we go to data here, then we go to the date, 17th of the 8th, 20, okay? And you will see, usually there's a glitch. Okay, so look at these prices, they're all in the 28 area. You see? And on the date we're looking at, it jumps to 59.94, so that's a mistake. So it opens at 28, it closes at 59.94, so we need, oh, hang on. There's a load of glitches here. So we need to change that. So we're going to have to experiment here. It will tell me if I've got it right or wrong. It opened at 28.84. So if I put the high at 30 and put the low at 27 and put the close just below the high, let's do 28.9. Hopefully this is going to work. If not, it will tell me if I've done it wrong. I've done it right. There we go. Click OK. And now you can see the chart looks completely different. I've sorted that glitch out, which was up here somewhere. Okay, let's have a look what's going on here. Right, a little bit crazy. Just going to zoom out a bit. Okay, so we have a level here. Okay. Now we have got a trend going on here like this currently, a shorter term trend. It's a little bit jumping around a bit crazy here. It's sort of putting me off the more I'm looking at it. This initially caught this consolidation caught my attention. A lot of you are using volume. Darren, as far as volume is concerned, is the last indicator he's worried about. I don't really use it because it changes from day to day. I do use it, and it's very powerful on a consolidation. So if I see a little consolidation like this, what I'll do is I'll check the volume at this point, and I want the volume to drop off. What that means is there's up and down days in this consolidation, and if the volume drops off, it means no one's interested. And so that's when I'm interested. And then what I want to see is on a breakout, I want to see the volume pick up. So we tried to break out on this day here by the look of things. We can see the volume from this low is picking up. Hasn't quite got above yet though, so it's still not ready. But that's how I use volume. Consolidation, I want to see a drop off. It means no one's interested. As it breaks out, I want the volume to pick up. So that's what caught my attention on this. So this would be like a continuation pattern, basically. It's done this move before, 1, 2, and 2.5 bars. So it could do 1, 2.5 bars up. You know there's a level here as well. So it could quite easily get to here. 42 to 48 to 6. So we've got a 15% move. Stock could go underneath the consolidation. I don't check the indicators yet because we haven't got the push up. Oh, look at this. This is a 3 peak here. This is good. Okay, so we've got real mixed indicators going on, but just that MACD would stop me doing it. Even if it still goes up, I know 90% of the time it usually collapses, so we're not interested. That's the beauty of the indicators. You know, we're really doing our due diligence to see, does this look like a good trade or not? Nice downward move, but a small channel. So if the channel was small, I'll still trade it sometimes, but I won't actually use the channel. I'll just switch to the retracements. Always zooming out to see what's going on. Drawing in my key areas. Okay, so it's interesting. You can see this big level here. It's come up, it's bounced off of it quite nicely. It looks like it's now done a double bottom on it. Is there enough in it? Well, the 33 is 10%. So if it goes to 365, well, it's a good 20% plus move here. This could be interesting. Let's have a look. On this downward move, we've got this happening, which is good. Convergence. So here, what I'll do is if there's a reversal pattern on the trend line, sometimes I'll do the reversal pattern. So I'll look at these bottoms, and here I will draw this to here. So it's sort of like neutral. If I draw from the last bounce, it's still neutral. Oh, it's going up very slightly. That would be okay if the other one is firing. Now, bearing in mind we don't know what's happening today. If it's pushed up today, then these could be going up. Let's have a look. Okay, so look at these bottoms here. You can see the difference. And if I do it to here, so the RSI is looking good. So this looks like a possible trade. We've got a buy on the stochastics. Yeah, I like it. It looks good. You can see the difference to trying to convince yourself to do one that's not quite right. So just to reevaluate that, come out, we've got this big level here. It's bounced off that. It's got a nice clean move up to here. There's nothing in the way. It's done a double bottom here on the trend. We actually had the buy trigger on this day here. Let's see what's happening. We need to make sure nothing disastrous is going on. Ticker is, what was the ticker? I don't even know. MAB. Got some weirdness going on here. Hang on. Okay, MAB. Let's have a look. Okay, good. It's a trade. This is a trade right now. And I'm saying right now because the trigger was here. Can you see the bounce? And this is roughly in the same place. So a few days later is okay if it's in the same place. It's currently looking pretty good. Got to be careful that we've got these sort of quite big moving bars. I'm just going back to see, was there another double bottom on the trend before? Well, there sort of was here, as rough as it is. We had quite a nice move afterwards. I'll go back in time. There's a lot of people trade the same shares, so you can see similar moves happening. But I quite like this. It looks good. Yeah, we've got to be careful of this. There could be a bit of a pennant going on here. But I like it. I like the fact it's bounced. I'm looking more at this support and this trend. We've got an axis here where you can see it's bouncing quite nicely. So it looks like it's getting ready to go. Let's see what this says. Bearish. Okay, cool. All right. So ticker is MAB. Let's put 3 stars next to that one because I like the reversal pattern on the trend line. Not that we're waiting for a reversal pattern. And this is erratic. We wouldn't have traded it. But if this was bouncing off the trend, it's exactly what I'm talking about. Like it comes down, closes a bit, nudges a bit lower than the previous bottom before it flies up. So you've got to be ready for that. Don't look at the monetary value when you're trading. That is the trick. The problem with mobile phones is if your partner's moaning at you a little bit and it's all a bit too much, you can just look at your phone, see how your trades are going. And you can look at your phone every 10 minutes. So when you get a big move in the wrong direction, you're going to panic because you're looking at the money going up and down. You've got to stick to what's going on with the chart. Here we've got a great trend bouncing off this support. It's bouncing off the trend. It's doing a reversal pattern here. Looks like it's really getting ready to go. There's nothing in the way up to here. We've got a 20% move. Looks like a good trade. Let me just check I'm not talking to myself. Can everyone hear me all right? Lots of questions, guys. Remember I said I'll do a Q&A at the end, yeah? I can't see your questions as they're coming in because I've got the box minimized. So I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see them. So, okay, bit sort of erratic here. It's interesting. Okay, got this here. It's like a big cup here, handle. We can see it looks like it's trying to go up. We'll probably draw this up from here to here. We can see it's hitting these levels and reacting a little bit. Micro focus. So the ticker on this is MCRO. It looks like it's trying to go. I mean, we've got this consolidation going on again here. Is it an ascending triangle? I'm not sure. This is where I use the volume again. Is it dropping off? Yeah, this is the average. It's starting to drop off here. We had some crazy bar here. What day was that? That was a doji, so it's not really telling me anything. But remember, those big bars are reversal patterns, probably 80–90% of the time. 2.5 times plus the volume. Okay. Yeah, I quite like this. We need to see it get out of this first. It looks like we could be getting ready for a decent move. My ideal thing really would be, you're doubling your money here, look. It's a serious move that it could do very quickly. It's testing this area and not getting through. Starting to build a trend. You could even draw this up from here to here. Okay. Let's just check this live. MCRO. Yeah, here we go. We've actually started to get the trigger. Interesting. Okay, I have no idea what I've just done. There we go. Let's just put the volume on. Okay, volume's not doing much. Okay, we're breaking out of this consolidation. I'd like to see this volume picking up a bit more. I like the fact we're breaking out. 497.90. Let's draw that in. 497.90 is roughly here-ish. It sort of poked up a bit here before and came down. It's not ready just because of this stuff, but this could be a great trade. What I'd like to see is it break above here and pull back and bounce off of this level or off the trend. So it could be a really, really good trade where you double your money fairly quickly, I would imagine. Well, no, actually, no, it could take, let's see what happened before. It could take quite a few months. Here, how long did that take? Yeah, this could be a longer term trade. And all you would do is, as it goes up, you're going to follow the pauses and the retracements. You would have been out here. On the way down, retraces, you would have been out here. So I like it. It's looking good. It's not ready yet. This is something for a bit of a longer term portfolio. I reckon you might be in it for, this could be a 6-month share, something like that, but you're doubling your money. So ticker is MCRO, I think. Yeah. I put a star next to it because I want to be aware of that, but I'd probably highlight it. This could be, again, something, another part of the portfolio that's just longer term. We're head and shoulders here, big head, shoulder, shoulder. You can draw trend line from the head to the shoulder. We need to draw our trend lines up to make sure we're clearing them. It's probably something like that, I would say. So really, I want to see a bounce here first. There's a level here. There's a level here. It's always sell just above because the institutions will sell it before it gets there. Don't get caught out waiting for that 0.1%. because you feel like it should hit your target. Sell it before it gets there. Okay, short trade in this one, MNKS, but we're waiting for the retracement first. Oh, actually, let's go and have a look at it live, see what's going on. Goldfish memory there, MNKS, I couldn't remember the ticker. Okay, cool. This is, oh no, I've done it completely wrong. I've called that the completely wrong thing. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we want to look at MNKS. Here we go. Okay, so we do have a retracement here and a double top. We're just close to that line, 13.35. I'm going to draw the price in. So we're roughly here. Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see if I remember this trend line. Yeah, could still work. Yeah, that could work. Nothing else in the way. You've got a head, shoulder, shoulder. Got a double top here. I'm just going to check my trend line on here just to make sure I'm not making it up as I go along. Convincing myself to do it. Okay, yeah, actually, so it has broken the trend and retracing. So this actually looks like a short trade right now. Indicators are dropping off. This looks like a good short. Okay, excellent. Let's have a look at the indicators. Okay, so on this downward move, you can see we've got these peaks. We don't know what's happening here yet. This is great. Also good. Right, everything is a sell on here. So this looks like our short trade. Let's put 2 stars next to that. MNKS. My stop would go here. Okay, that looks good. You can look at this. As I get this push up on the fixed average, the share comes down. You see? If I come back here, if I get a push up, the share comes down. And we've just got to push up, which means the share should come down. So it looks pretty good. Okay, I like this one. This will be one of our short trades. Okay. I think we're nearly there. At least we've got a few to do anyway, which is good. It's funny when you're trading, sometimes you'll see loads of shares, 10, 20 shares in a session you can do. And other times you just miss them by a day or they're not quite ready yet. And you end up seeing like 2 or 3. But the watch list covers that, because what you get is 5 or 10 shares you can do over the course of a week, at least usually. We're just waiting for the right entry. So what caught my attention was this big peak and this smaller one. If it bounces up, it's going to do a really nice head and shoulders. But we've just got this level in the way, possibly. This is Ocado. Big channel here, look at this. Yeah, just a shame that's there. That's put me off. Okay, quite interesting. Premier Oil. What have we got in the way? Could be a quick move up to here. Is there enough in it? Yeah, absolutely. It's on the trend. Got a nice move off the trend before. This is what I'm talking about with your stops. Selling here. Okay, let's check this out. The ticker is PMO. Okay, good. Looking good. Just want to see it nudge up a little bit higher. If we don't get that buy trigger, there's 70% chance of it going down, not up. But everything is looking pretty good. I like it. Okay, so another up list, PMO. We're going to do this today, I think. We'll put 3 stars next to that one. Yeah, nice clean move back. Nice clean move up. Could fly through, could come up to here. You could double your money quite easily. I mean, we've got 3 touches here, but they're just sort of like skinny bars. Oh, actually, there's some touches here. That changes it. You've got touches below and above. So that actually makes it stronger. Because a lot of these rogue bars are like news days, which I normally just cut through. Could easily double your money on this trade. Easily. Look, it did it here going up. If you were following the retracements up, you would have been out here. So this looks pretty good. How long could that take? 10 days, 20 days, maybe. Let's draw in the price we're at now. 25.75. Here. So we're just about nudging above yesterday. So we're trusting that this goes up. If this goes up a little bit more, we're in. You've just got to be careful it doesn't come back down and cancel it out. If you look, every time it closes above, it goes up. That's a great technique. No. Okay, yeah, I like this one. It's pretty good. There's quite a bit of noise in the way on this one. I was sort of looking at how nice and clean. You've got a bit of a cup here, but just a bit too. You've got to zoom out. Software-wise, as many of you know, I freelanced with Darren. I was one of his students years ago. I've become good friends with him. I know people don't use Winway because of the cost, but it depends on how much time. If you've got plenty of time, you don't need to use Winway. You can go off and do the free software bits and pieces. But what Winway does from a scrolling through charts point of view, as you can see, and also more importantly in the back end, finding the strongest sectors, weakest sectors, I can do that in a split second and go and trade long trades in the strongest sector, and I'm giving myself a much better chance of getting it right. So I do recommend it. Okay. So we're on a trend here. Sort of jumping around a bit. We've got a trigger here and here. Is there anything really in the way? Yeah, well, yeah, sort of. Not looking great. I think we can probably find better ones than that. Oh, we have found better ones than that. We don't need to hope we find better ones. We've already done it. These bars are too crazy. Big head and shoulders here. It's nudged above. This is looking interesting. Okay, so it's broken this trend. Now, sometimes the trend can get broken and it just collapses again. So you're only interested when it does a retracement in this new area. I'm just looking what else is going on. Okay, let's have a look at this live. The ticker is RB. Okay, it's going down. That's cool. Could be just coming back to the trend line before we bounce again. Let's just check it here. See what was I looking at? Yeah. Okay, so this could be a trade. I'd like to see it stay in this kind of area today and then go up tomorrow. That would give me the trigger. When you break a trend line, you normally get decent moves. Look here, trend is going up, it breaks it, you get a decent move. Trend is going down, it breaks it, you get a decent move. So on and so forth. So this is looking pretty good. We want to see it bounce. It's on a big reversal pattern. It's a bit messy, but head, shoulder, shoulder. I can see a big peak into the smaller ones. Let's just check the indicators. We don't have the trigger yet, so we don't need to check the indicators, but we're going to have a look. Okay, so from here to here, it's trending up. We can see this is pretty good. This is amazing. Look at that. Absolutely flying. Volume is picking up on an up day, which is good. And it's going down today, remember. That's why I don't really use the volume apart from my consolidations. But looking good. So this would be like a bullish flag coming back down, continuation pattern. If it pokes its head up a bit, we're in the trade, selling at this level. Possibly higher, could go up to here. So the ticker on this one is RB. And 2 stars next to that. Okay, cool. Yeah, a little bit messy. This is making me look at it again. It's looking pretty good. Don't know what's going on here. This is Royal Mail. I've been watching this. It's been a pretty crazy share. Nice trend up. We're at the trend now. If it goes up, it could be good. We do have a trend channel going up, something like that. Let's check this live. Ticker is RMG. There we go. We have it right now. Okay, indicator's looking good. Price is 514.18, which is roughly here. Quite a tight channel. What happens when it bounces before we get this move? Similar move. We know we can get some quite nice moves off of it. So if it goes to 560, would be a 10% move. And up here we're at 530, so it could quite easily go up to that. Got to be careful of this. Right, okay, so yeah, I'm just hesitating because of this channel. Is there enough in it? Well, if we go from here to here, it's fine. We're a bit tight here, but remember I showed you that channel evolving as well as it goes on. Yeah, this could be a trade, so put that in your watch list. RMG for long. And we'll put well, we've got the buy trigger today on that. So we will actually, let's just go and check the indicators again on this one. I'm going to put in my vertical lines again. Last time it bounced, which was here and here.
Oh.
And then, let's see, so here's the vertical line. And if I draw from there to where we are now, it's going up, that's good. Let's check this out. The same. Okay, yeah, so that is a buy as well. Probably spread bet this, but let's put that in. RMD, couple of stars next to that. How many more have we got to do? Quite a few. Right, let me speed this up a bit, otherwise we're never going to stop for dinner. We've got plenty of trades to do, so let's see if we can just find anything that's really good. And again, I'm just looking, I know I'm going quite fast, I'm just looking, is it trending up or is it trending down? And is it clean? Nice double top. Okay, so this has caught my attention, this downward move, and it's broken it here. There's no real reversal. Well, yeah, maybe it's head and shoulders. Okay, Scottish and Southern Energy. You can find better ones. Nice big double bottom here. These bars are a bit crazy though. No, let's steer clear of that. Is this a trend here? You want to make sure it hasn't done a big reversal pattern. This is tallow oil. Just before it retraces. If it's done a big reversal pattern, it's likely to come down. Okay, this looks pretty good. Needs to come back to here. Ticker, this is short trade, TNPL. No stars because it's got a little way off. So this I'd be looking at going, is it about to do a big head and shoulders? You've got a big peak here, smaller one here. If this goes up, you've got a decent reversal pattern. What's in the way? There's a big gap here in this level, so okay. So a nice reversal pattern here. Got to be careful of the trend coming down. You can see there's not enough in it. And it's this fine tuning that just stops you making mistakes, basically. What's happening here? We've got something like this, possibly. Looks like a big triple top, but we've got this level to contend with. So Okay, done. There we go. That's the UK 350 top companies. Hopefully you've got blurry eyes like I have now. What we're going to do, we're going to go and do some of these trades now. So we will quickly flick back and see which ones look the best. So hopefully they're all in my list. Let's have a look. So AAL, we were looking at this one. Anglo American. Let's just go and have a look at it on a live chart. Okay, so this is looking good. I like this one. It's gapped up here, done a double bottom on the 4 hour. Our entry is a bit far away. We're getting 2 to 1, no problem. Our stop would be here. We can move up along the trend as it goes as well. Indicators are good. Okay, I'm going to highlight that. We're just going to have a quick run through of everything we've been looking at. Anto is the next one. Okay, we're on the trend. This was the one with the funny pause, wasn't it? Okay, I think we've got better ones than that. So we will swerve that one. Cineworld. Okay, I think someone said there was an earnings announcement on this. It's looking pretty good though. Again, stop would need to be here. I'm just going to check this on Winway. It's more accurate. Looking at this level as well. Okay, looks like it's going to go. Let's see what else we've got. GSK. This was that nice head and shoulders. Yeah, I quite like this one. It's above the moving averages here. They've just given us a buy. This is a retracement back to them, which is good. Let's have a look at this. GSK. Okay, so it's pulled back a little bit. So I'm going to highlight this because I do like this one, but I think we've just got to hang on a little bit and we need to see that buy trigger. As I say, if it doesn't do that, it's more likely to come down. So I'll put it in the watch list. He says. Okay. Elgen. Legal in general. So we can see we've had this big push up today and they're starting to pull back a little bit. Let's go back. Sometimes with the spread betting charts, you get a bit of fluctuation in it. So I always check it on investing.com if you haven't got Winway, just to make sure what you're seeing on the spread betting chart is the same as what you're seeing on the main actual share itself. Okay, so I'll see what's going on here. It's a lot more obvious. So we were up at this level. Let's go back. I didn't even put it in. Okay. Okay, so it's gapped up a little bit. Actually, this is looking good. Let's save this. Indicator's all pointing up quite nicely. Yeah, this looks like a trade. Let's, I think we'll spread bet it. Let's see what's going on here. Something like this. Where are we going to sell it? Up at the top of this channel. And again, don't forget that channel can evolve. Initially, we're here. but it's probably going to be higher. Could jump around like this on the way, so don't panic. Let's see what the indicators are saying here. They're not going to be as good here because we haven't got the triggers. Yeah, so these are all going up today. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, so we're going to do LGen. Let's just go through the rest of them quickly. MAB, I put a load of stars next to. That was looking really good. Oh, this is the one with a double bottom. Let's just check where the price is now. I didn't even put that in. Okay. Yeah, it's looking good. Look at it powering away now. So okay. So we'll do this now as a spread bet. Stop is going to go under here. Like so, under this trend. We'll do this one now because it's motoring a little bit. Okay. The chart is on a bit of a wobble. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's trade this now. I'm always using spread betting charts. You just got, they're great, but there is a little bit of extra fluctuation in them. At the open and the close of a market, the spreads widen, and sometimes the chart reflects that. If you're trading out of hours, you need to be careful because if you're trading the Nasdaq at 11, well, that's closed. They're making the price from elsewhere. So let's write this down. So as a spread bet, this is what we're going to do. The bottom of the bounce is here. Stop is going to go here. So I'm going to put the stop at 295. Target wise, roughly we're up here somewhere, but it could go higher. Here we go. This is better. So it could be up here somewhere. We could get this kind of move. Okay. So we've easily got 2 to 1. All the indicators are going up quite nicely. This looks like a great trade. So we're going to spread bet this now. So I'm going to do this in IG. Ticker is MBO. Oh, is that right? Oh, MAB even. Yeah, make sure you do the right ticker. That helps. Okay, cool. So let's have a look. We're going to go long. So if I'm spread betting on, this is how much I want to bet per point. Let's do. Stop is going at 295. It looks a little bit different on here. But I know, I'm just going to check it on investing.com as well. Stop should be, yeah, 295 is quite close. So let's do that. So it's currently 331. So 295 is 36 points away. So I'll put that in here. Let's do this at £30 a point. Okay, cool. And I'm going to place the deal. This is the cost for doing it, the spread. So the difference between this and this times 30, basically. Stop is here. I'm using my Winway charts or investing.com because it's more accurate in what I'm seeing and what I'm drawing. So we're in that trade. Where are we going to sell it? Well, we could put something in on here very quickly. In fact, we can do that on this chart. If I hover over here, it will give me a limit, and I can put the limit in. We're probably looking about this level, I would say. I'll analyze it when it gets there. If it gets to that, that's £2,200. So you've got 2 to 1. Could easily carry on going higher than that. This might end up being a touch higher at this level. But as it gets close, I'm going to analyze it. So there we go. That's that one. Screenshot it. Put it into your trading log. and put down why you got into that trade. Maybe. Okay, let's see what else we've got. The other one was MCRO. We want to get a short trade on as well. Okay, yeah, it's no good. What's happening here? Okay, so this was short trade, so this could be good. MNKS, yeah, let's just check it live. Yeah, looking good. So we're going to short this one. Ticker is going to get stop is going to go here, about 13.90, about 14. Okay, let's make a note of that. And our exit is down here, 11.87. So we'll spread bet this one too. We'll do some shares in the afternoon. MNKS. Okay, cool. So let's do this. We can have to stop under this bounce here even actually. The stop can actually go here under this bounce, 13.89, roughly the same kind of area. How many points away are we? Roughly 55. Okay, so let's get this up in IG. We're going to short trade this one. So we've got this bounce here, so we can use this for our stop. So what I can do is this. I can actually do it like this. Here would be better, but we've also got it here if the risk was too big. But with a spread bet, you can just change your pounds per point, whatever you want it to do. So let's do 10. And where are we going to sell it? Let's have a look. To draw that in somewhere. Here we go. So at 11.88 roughly. Here somewhere. So we easily got 2-1 again. That's good. So our stop is at 13.87. I could even push that up to the 1400, which would be better. But we do have a bounce, so we can move the stop down a bit. Actually, I will move it down a bit because it's thrown out the 2-1 a little bit. Be prepared for it to come back up. Don't panic if it does that. Got this going on. And then we're selling at this level here, which is this resistance, basically, or sorry, this support level. So, okay, so that's it. Let's do that one. So we've done a long and a short, which is great. Place the deal. And you're in the trade. If it goes down to here, it's about 1,300 quid. Okay, screenshot the chart, put it into a trading log. Just not be lazy. So we've got a nice short and a nice long, MNKS. This looked quite good as well. Premier Oil, quick trade. I think this was fairly decent percentage. PMO, let's have a look. Ah, okay, it's pulled back a bit. Can you see? So we'll come back to this later this afternoon. I'm going to put a little mark next to that. Because don't forget, if we don't get that trigger, it's more likely to come down and go up. This was coming down. This wasn't quite ready yet. Royal Mail, that was looking pretty good. Oh, come on. Don't forget, if it goes profit into loss, don't panic. Okay, yeah, Royal Mail's looking good. Something like this going. The trading channel was quite tight. If you remember, that was a little bit of a concern. You can probably actually see it better on here. So our exit is going to be up at this level. So that's okay. Let's stop and go here. So it's looking pretty good. Let's just check the indicators on Winway. Obviously, we've got to push up now, so maybe they've changed slightly. Okay, they're not looking that great here. I'm going to go back to investing.com and have a look at them. You draw this trend in, go to the last trend line bounce, which is here. Draw my vertical lines in. And click on the indicators to see when I enlarge them, are they going in the right direction? This bottom here to where we are now is good. I'm sure we've done this already on this one. And the same. Okay, so it's starting to kick on. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, let's do this one. And again, on a spread bet, if the percentages is quite big, you can always just reduce the size per point just to make sure it falls within your money management. So RMG. So it's up 2% today. We're going to buy it. Let's add it to workspace. You know where our stock is going to go. No, I've set this up already. So stock will be a bit lower than that. In fact, we should do the stock as per this. Probably put a stop about, it needs to be under this trend line. 475 would be good. So, oh, yeah. Okay, the limit, if we go to this chart here, we can see we're looking probably about 570. We'll be, as it gets here, we might end up, it might go straight up and we're out here, which is still fine. But a lot of the time it will bounce around and end up here somewhere. So I'm going to put it in at 570. But if it comes to here and it's near the line, I will sell it earlier. So 570 as a target 2, if you like. Okay, so now we've got a slight problem. We're not getting, we should be getting 2 to 1 easily. Hang on. I'm going to use these bars 1, 2, 3 in a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are getting 2 to 1. Why is that not saying so in here? Okay, something's not working out right here. 487. Ah, okay. This is too low. There we go. Yeah, that would do. Okay, so place the deal. Okay. So we're in this one too. Once again, let's get back to IG, screenshot the chart. So there we go. So we've got 3 trades, 2 long, 1 short. So we're covering ourselves from a balanced portfolio point of view. We're going to come back to PMO later Saturday. We might trade that as well as we'll have a look. Hope that all made sense. Okay, cool. Right, so takes us quite nicely up to lunchtime. Also, just a quick heads up, a lot of you I've done sessions with already, but most of you on the course get 1 full day trading with me one-to-one. And what the office will do is send you over a questionnaire. It will give me an insight into where you are, how advanced you are, or if you're a complete beginner. And we prepare for the day and work with you directly on what you need via Zoom. We'll do some strategies together, go off and trade the markets. So if you're on Elite, you get more than 1 day, but I think the standard thing is most people get 1 day with me. So if you want to book that, if you speak to Victoria in the office, even if you want to do it later down the line, it's good to get it in the diary. There's a little bit of a waiting list. And then you will get a one-to-one. So I'm Rob Cooper, the senior mentor at Wealth Training. And you'll get we'll do a one-to-one session together. And they're great. They really fast track you in what you're doing, help simplify even what we're looking at, and make sure the platforms you're using are all in order and looking nice and slick and easy to use. So speak to Victoria at the office to put that in. And I will see you back here in an hour at 2:10 UK time, that is.